Welcome back, everybody, to the next episode of the Bungalow. Before we start, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land that we are very fortunate enough to be on today, the land of the Wadawurrung people, and pay respects to elders past, present, as well as emerging leaders, and thank them for everything that they've done for thousands of years to ensure that this land is still maintained and looked after the way that it is, so we can live, work, learn, have fun on every day. So, I'd like to acknowledge the Wadawurrung people. My name is Aaron Clark. I'm a proud Mati Bunrawong Nookna Cookatha man. Born and raised in Mildura, Victoria, but I've been in Ballarat now for 14, 15 years. I'm the team leader for all the children youth engagement programs at Baddock. I've got one of my youth engagement workers here as a guest now in Nikki Bell. So we're pretty keen to have a bit of a chat with you, Nikki, and we'll just have a yarn,
See what happens,
Have a yarn, see what happens. So
That's it.
Nikki Bell, everyone.
Woo.
What's cracking? That's my dog.
That's it. Pretty key, yeah. It's different sitting on this side of the couch rather than the other side of the couch.
No, it's been good. I know it's something that we've wanted to do for a while, hey.
That's it,
I think the idea that I wanted to do with it was particularly trying to get a lot of our elders in, and
definitely,
we've had so much sorry business in the last 18 months, 2 years, and I want to try and capture their stories before we do lose all of them.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the next wave of elders come through. So
definitely.
Yeah. So Nikki Bell, Nikki Bell, or Bicky Nell.
Bicky Nell, as you'll find me on Facebook.
As you'll hear the youth and Evie Clark and a few of those kids. Nikki Bell.
All the ways you can say my name.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Nikki.
Yep.
Who is Nikki Bell, and
Who am I?
who's your mob, and where you come from, and
So
how the hell did you get to here?
Exactly, that's it. So I'm a proud Gunninjamara from the Warrnambool area. My grandfather was from, and his mum was from Watchabollock, so Dimbulla way. So I've got those connections to those lands. And then my grandma is a South Australian woman from Nunanjerry, from the Kingston and Blackford area. So, we're from our families. We call them gypsies. They've travelled a lot, and we've somehow landed here. Well, I grew up out at on Jar Jar Wrong land in Creswick, and me and my cousin went back to South Australia, last month, and we were like, why the hell did we end up in Creswick of all the places that we, our families lived, and grandma's, land is right on the beach, and it's an amazing white sand, and we're like, well, how did we not live here?
Thanks, Grandma.
Yeah, I know. I was like, why did you follow Grandpa? You should have followed her the other way.
I saw some photos and videos that you posted on your social media when you were over there, and
that's it.
Yeah, fair to say, I was pretty jealous sitting at my office desk rather than over there.
That's it. Yep, it's the beaches are so different in every state, but they were something else, and I think having that connection to Grandma's land was pretty amazing. But lucky to be able to get back there and suss out where she was from, and and those stories that she'd tell us as kids, that we could visualise her, running into the water, but she didn't like to swim because of the sharks, apparently. So we were nervous in the water because we were thinking all these sharks are around.
Thanks, Grandma.
That's it, always scaring us. But so grew up out at Creswick, and until I moved into town, and went to school out at Creswick Primary School, and then went to high school at Wendouree. It's now at Mount Rowan, and then Ballarat High for a bit, and Barclay. So a few different schools, but kind of come into learning more about my culture and my connections once I started working at Baddock. It's been nearly 7 years, which is a long commitment for me. So really started to learn about our culture and things like that whilst working here, and being able to have those conversations with my family, and having those strong uncles and aunties and cousins. It's pretty lucky.
Met some family along the way too in your journeys at Baddock. I think it worked out. We somehow worked out that we're tied in as cousins there somehow.
That's it.
I think
more and more family as you go.
Oh, it's nuts. You can't go anywhere.
That's it, without knowing them.
In Victoria or even just interstate without finding out family. And
it's pretty cool to have that connection though, isn't it? Like, to have that.
And
a lot of people don't have that. Very lucky.
Evie. Oh God, when I told her,
she loves it.
I said, I'm pretty sure that we're actually related.
Yep.
To Nikki and Grant, and said to Louis and Elson.
Yeah.
Oh my
And Louis loves that too. He's always asking, "Where's Charlie? Is Charlie coming?"
No, they're funny, very, very funny kids. Your nephew and niece, and we're pretty lucky.
Yeah, your kids too. I think they keep us going, don't they?
Yep. So what's your earliest memories of Baddock? Like you said, you've been working here for 7 years, but you've been in, you grew up in Creswick.
Yeah. Yep.
And Ballarat. So yeah, what's your earliest memories of Baddock?
So I've had various sort of family working in Baddock. Sorry. So Faye Clark, she was working in. I think she started off in Hack, and then has ended up in the health department. And she's done so much, and she's quite big in the health department with diabetes and known around like community here and stuff like that. And cousin Daniel Clark, I think he was a driver for a bit while he worked here, and he loved his time here and being able to be around community and stuff. And Luana Clark, so she's done all the artwork in here, which is pretty cool to see.
What amazing work.
Yeah, she was a receptionist here for a while, so had those connections with Baddock through family and stuff like that. And loved my sport and always going to carnivals, so getting picked up. Going in a reception, where's the bus? So getting picked up here and and just meeting those connections through sport, and now working with them and finding out that we've got family there, like Amber Lovett. We found out that we're cousins through our grandma's side from the Nunjerry side. So that was pretty cool that we're quite close and got those connections together. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, it has been amazing. Like, I've been in Ballarat for 15 years and same thing. Like it's we've got Edwards family here. Like my granddad is Oliver Edwards. He passed away when I was like 6 years old, and some of the kids that we've got in the youth group, their great grandfather is my granddad's brother.
Yeah, how cool is it? Yep.
Yeah, and then I had no idea that these people even existed, and it's been really cool. And now they're like,
and those connections you got with them now too.
And the connection that we've been able to build was just like it was instant.
That's it. Yeah,
and it's been really cool. Like, we've got Clint and Alinta's here, and Anika, Clint's partner, and and then we've got the Hayward mob that are all tied into Uncle Nugget Edwards as well, and. Yeah, so I think like Amber and Will and all those guys are all related somehow, and it's just it's nuts. Like you can't
connections coming everywhere. Hey,
yeah, and then we find out we're cousins, and it's been really cool.
Yeah,
with that aspect of our work and the relationships that we've been able to build through Baddock. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think we're a big people in, my nephew and niece, they run up to you and you give you back massive hugs, and I'm quite close with Evie and Charlie and stuff, so it's it's cool that we've got those connections coming through, and you can see that they're going to be the leaders for the future, eh? They'll probably be sitting here once we're too old to work.
Hopefully one day. Hopefully that's not for a very long time.
That's it.
Well, I think the way that the retirement age is going,
I know, we'll be here forever.
70 or 80 anyway. Still running a podcast, hopefully.
Yeah, we'll be all wrinkly.
Bungalow. It'll turn into our bungalow, not Grandma's bungalow.
Exactly, that's it. We will be the grandmas and grandpas.
So important people in your life, Nikki. Can you talk to me a little bit about them and I guess how they've influenced your life? Not just with your work at Baddock, because I know you do some bloody amazing things at Baddock. But for your life, personally outside of the Baddock world as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. I'm very lucky that I had two amazing parents and my mum and dad, and they instilled in us so many good values, me and my brother, and that we have kept going for our many years, and unfortunately they're both passed, but I think that's instilled more in us that we want to do right by us, but also make sure that they're proud of us and what we do, and I think we were they did so much for us as kids, taking us to sport. We were always we lived near the tennis courts in Creswick, so we're always up at the tennis courts. We're outside playing basketball, we're riding our bikes, we're bushwalking, and netball, swimming. Like, we were always busy, and we were always doing something that I think that's what has kept us going good. We both of us could have gone down a different path in our lives, and we had. I've got a massive family, and a big amazing family that I'm very lucky to have them support me and my brother. To keep us going, and we've chose a different pathway, and I think that's what got me into this work as well, that I wanted to be that person for somebody else, and so we've got kids, and could be in the same instance, but they don't have that close family knit.
Yeah.
I think that's a massive thing for me, that why I wanted to do the work that we do is to keep, to be that person for a child that might, be going through something similar, but not have those connections that, I've been fortunate to have. And I know that I'm very lucky to have that. And I meet lots of kids now and think, I could have been stuck in, a resi care unit if I didn't have that family behind me. And so, my mum and dad are a massive influence on me as a child, but also still now, even though, then they're passed on. But, Faye Clark is, my cousin and pretty much an auntie. There's only 3 years with her and my mum difference. And, she's, you look at her journey and her story, and hopefully we'll hear her on here one day and we'll hear about it. But to see how strong she is, and I try and follow her as much as I can. And other cousin, I've got lots of strong female role models in my family. Kylie Clark as well. She's an amazing. I know you've done some work with her. And
very fortunate enough to work with Kylie. I've got it. My sister's name's Kylie Jade Leslie Clark, and I think Kylie's name is Kylie Jade Clark. So that was pretty bloody confusing when we found out we were working together. And but she's
she's amazing.
Quickly became really good friends, and I love her to death.
And she's just strength upon strength. She's fought cancer and won that battle with leukemia, and during that fight, we lost her aunt. So my mum is her godmother and her auntie, so we lost mum during that time as well. So they were fighting that battle together, which was brought them really close. And very fortunate that Kylie is good, and she's back to her normal self. She's tripping around everywhere, and we're sitting back hearing about her stories.
Touchy
and
feet.
How, and growing up as kids, we all thought Kylie was like the deadliest cousin ever. Like, she was the person to look at, and she was just so cool. But I think as we've grown up, family's become a massive thing for us as well. And I've had lucky enough to have my nan and my grandma in my life for many, many years. Just kind of lost both of them in the last couple of years, but they were second parents for me and my brother. So lots of family that have kept us going, and who we are today. Uncles. I know I joke about my Uncle Eric a lot about his choice in things that he does, but he's always been a massive role model for me, and we've always been able to have a joke about footy, and we put bets on about who's going to win out of Essendon and St Kilda, even though now he doesn't say he goes for St Kilda. He's now a Geelong man, apparently.
Well, from what I've heard, he's one of the best footballers going around country Vic for a very, very long time.
He'll tell you too. He'll tell you.
A very long time.
But him and my mum are the two youngest in their family, and they were very close. So him growing up, he's losing my dad when I was 10. He become kind of that role model for me. He wasn't around as much, but always on the phone, and he was that person that I think when I was a kid, I'd cut the cake and he was trying to give me a big smooch, and I'd be hiding under the table scared.
There's always that one.
This big man with a big mo, and you're just like, get away from me. But no, I'm very fortunate to have an amazing family, and my dad's side as well. Close with my auntie, and very lucky.
Definitely got a very, very big family.
That's it.
Your grandma, 101.
Yeah, 101.
Obviously, unfortunately, we lost her not too long ago, but what an amazing journey that she's had, and an amazing family that she's raised.
Yeah, exactly.
For a very long time.
Yeah, and very fortunate that she was here for so long, and until I was 30, and she was still with it. Like the jokes that she would crack, and it was pretty amazing
still
to be
able to. Still trying to scare you late at night and stuff like that. From
the boogeyman stories.
Boogeyman.
She got us every time, but very I can't even say how fortunate I am. Like, I'm so lucky. To just have the people that we've got. Hey.
And like I've only got to meet her a couple of times, and very fortunate to be a part of her life. And
that's it.
But I think the highlight that stands out is obviously NAIDOC week
100%.
last year, and I think we took 8 of us, the Barlingen dance group, out to the nursing home in Creswick, and we got to do a dance for her, and have you there, and obviously Louis.
Definitely.
It was so cool.
That's it. And the change that did for Grandma too out there, like she was, she was in there and she'd just stay in her room. She didn't want to go out and mingle, but she come out this day, and and that she kept coming out and doing things then. So like, I think, that I always feel proud that we did that, and, that helped her in her time that she was there, and, made her feel a bit comfortable, and it was so cool, and she loved it.
Yeah.
She had the best time. She said that's, I think that was the first time she'd seen, traditional dancing as well.
For a long time. Yeah.
For a long time, so,
And
it
at
was
100,
pretty
like,
cool.
still cheeky.
Oh, so cheeky. Yeah, she'd be 99 up dancing and showing off her new shoes, and I think she thought Shoes kids, Kaima and Jarrah thought were her grandkids, so they were like, "What is she on about?" But it was pretty cool to be able to share that with the kids that we're working with. Share that that bond with her, and it was cool.
Yeah, see her face, see her smiling, like even she probably. Like she wasn't really verbal that day, but just sort of see her smile and she even had the claps there a couple of times.
She tried to hide it, but she could get quite emotional, and I think that got her that day, I reckon. But she loved it, and she would often talk to Faye and say how cool that was and amazing, and our photos were up there and stuff like that. So it was very special.
So cool.
Yeah.
I don't know we're talking about her again, but like the funeral, when we went through the photo slideshow, the end of it had nearly had me in tears, like in a good way, like laughing. Just that video of her. Yep. Look at my new shoes.
My new shoes, yeah. And we had so many videos like that. She'd just be doing something funny.
And like I think I asked you like how old she was. I think you said she was like late 80s or even in the 90s, that she was still
she
up and about.
Yeah, she moved out
dancing
of moved out of her house, I think 98 or 99, and lived with Faye for a bit. And she was up cooking for Uncle Johnny still, and at 98, I think she was cooking him tea. Yeah. But that's the kind of woman she was. She was just. And I think at the funeral we had the video at the start, and it was mother of them all, and that's her to a T. For all her grandkids and her great grandkids, that's how we all looked at her.
That was very funny. It was.
We wanted to put that in because she was. She was a good way to finish funny it. Lady. Yeah.
Good way to send her off. And
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, that video was just.
Definitely.
It was so funny.
It was amazing.
So proud of herself for these little shoes, and she's holding onto the bench in the chair for dear life, trying to hold herself up and tap down.
While she's kicking her feet.
It's like, oh no, please don't fall over.
That's it. She do stuff like that all the time. You're like, just sit down, please. But she's amazing.
Find out her secrets. What her secrets were to bloody last that long.
Olive oil. Apparently, she's used to drink olive oil. Just in the morning, she just have a drink of it. I don't recommend it, but
Might have to look that up.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh dear. That's funny. So obviously, look, Nikki, like I said, you've done some. You've done some amazing things in Ballarat for a very long time, and you've learnt so many different lessons and been taught so many different things, throughout your journey. But is there anything that, like lessons wise or wisdom or knowledge, that you can pass on to, hopefully the next gen that are listening?
Definitely. I think for our youth, jump on anything that comes your way. I think any chance you get, take those opportunities. I think opportunities lead down so many different paths, as I've found working here and the things that I've been able to do. I think opportunities is massive for our youth, and just being never hold yourself back. If you feel like you can't do it, don't feel like that. That shouldn't be a thought in your mind, and have a go. I often think that about one of our youth, Amaya. She's up for anything, and say, what about this? And she's like, yeah, I'll do that. And that's awesome. I think that's how all youth should be. Don't let your anxieties and that take over, and give everything a go, because you never know where it's going to take you. Who you're going to meet too. I think that's important. Who you meet and what they can give you. You got to open yourself up. And it might be uncomfortable, but sometimes you've got to live through those uncomfortabilities to be comfortable. And it's going to take you on a journey and show who you are as well, and build you up.
It's fine with trying something different. Or
Definitely.
If you're going to do things scared, then do things scared, do it well.
That's it. Yep.
There's nothing wrong with failing either.
Exactly.
Like, you
100%.
learn from your mistakes, and
definitely.
It's some of the things that our kids do in these programs. Tell you what, mate. It shocks me.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And you find out you find out so much about yourself when you try new things as well. Like,
Yep.
you know, we were both a bit nervous about, you know, doing the podcast. And trying
We
to,
even sung a song this morning with the
we
Moogies.
sang, we didn't want to, but we
Yeah.
did it. But yeah, like, you know, that's, opening so many doors, and, you know, the way that we do it
Yep.
can feel comfortable for our kids to be doing that stuff as well. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah. Make uncomfortable the new comfortable.
That's it. Yeah.
What's been the highlight of working in the youth programs?
Yeah.
Is there like one thing that stands up above everything else that you've done?
It's a hard one. I think anything that, you know, where any opportunity where you can give to a child or, you know, a teen or something like that is massive for me. I think, definitely with, you know, the art expos that we've done one, and we're coming up with one. I think giving a chance for youth to get their, you know, their culture out in a certain way is just being able to give them that confidence to do things like that. I love taking kids down to the surf carnival every year. I think I know it's a massive thing for water. Like, you know, living in Ballarat, we don't have those beach, and, you know, the lakes are different to sea and stuff like that. But they're getting out of their comfort zone by doing these surf comps and having that relationship with Geordie and for the last 7 years. And, I just like to see kids, you know, try new things, and that's a highlight for me if they, you know, jump on a board and you know, when some of them are winning from here, it's pretty amazing.
I think we've had a couple of kids the last couple of years that have won a board. I think Indy Peveril won one
she
last
got one.
year, I think.
Yeah, and Willow. And then, my little cousin this year, Caden, he's never surfed before and just moved here from WA, and I said to him, oh, you might win this, Caden. He goes, no, they were all better than me. Yeah. His name got called out and his eyes popped, and I was like, I told you. So, that was pretty, I think just getting those kids that haven't tried things before and done things and getting them into it, and I think, that's a massive highlight.
Like
for them to try.
Don't be afraid to have a go. Like, if my daughter, she went down to the surf carnival last year, if my daughter can get up on a surfboard, I think any kid can.
She might
she's
have
not the most
struggled,
coordinated.
She had fun.
She's not the most coordinated, but she does give things a go. And like even to see her have a crack at it on the, I think it was the Instagram stories that you popped up that way. That was good. I think the first one she face planted in the water, and I think the second one and then she eventually got up. It was only for like 2 or 3 seconds, but she got up.
That's it.
So it was pretty cool to be able to see that. And they're the opportunities you want to give these kids is just have a go. If you're good at it, great. If you fail or you suck at it, so what?
Then that doesn't matter. Hey,
I suck at stuff.
Yeah. Oh, me too. I suck at surfing. I love surfing.
I've never surfed.
Yeah, I love doing it, but I'm not good at it.
I've never been on it.
It doesn't matter either. Hey, it's just about giving it a go and having fun. I think that's, I think, you know, that relationship that those girls, you know, that 14-year-old, that big group of girls that we got, like, their friendship is awesome. And I think, you know, these our programs that we are doing have created that big friendship. And I think that's what I want. I want kids to, I didn't grow up coming to programs, so I didn't have that, you know, big group of Aboriginal, you know, friends like that. So I think seeing it and being able to, you know, improve that, and that's a good feeling. Hey, like
exactly. And that's something that I've been lucky enough to have. Like, I've got relationships. We just spoke to PSR.
That's it.
Before, like, I've known him for a very long time, since I was a kid, and like John Canoa, and they're still some of the best friendships and relationships that I've got.
You've got,
now.
Exactly,
and,
that's it.
You know, we're all dads now. We're all
and then
they're already 40. Peter Shane's pushing 50.
You're not there yet.
I'm not there yet.
And you can watch your kids all grow and
but it was from being a part of programs like the youth stuff that we do now with Baddock. But I grew up in Mildura, but
you've got those connections here and there.
Uncle Larry Canoa and, you know, Uncle Peter Rottimer, you know, they had a relationship with my dad's brother Sid Clark.
True,
you know, he passed away a few years ago. They all worked together with you know, the justice sector and Aboriginal affairs, and that's how my relationship sort of entwined with, you know, the Canoas and the Rottimers and the Lovitts, and now I live here in Ballarat, and now we're all like working together.
Yeah, exactly. And your daughters are friends, and you know, they're the best of mates, and I think that's why it's so important to have these programs that we run to keep those connections going for years on out. Hey.
Yeah, we're pretty lucky with what we're able to do. Like,
that's it.
unfortunately, we're not a funded program, which,
Yeah.
that's the only thing that's a downside to it. So, so we're going to
Makes it
rely on,
harder.
applying for grants and
Yeah.
doing fundraising and all that sort of stuff. So, obviously, if there's any grants or any people that
Yeah,
want to donate to us,
Call up Badak.
call up Badak and donate to the Badak youth programs. It
great.
just allows us to be able to provide the next generation of kids with just so many other opportunities
That's
that
it.
I feel I was very fortunate enough to have.
Yep.
Not just with my culture, but particularly with my sport.
Yeah, definitely.
We want to give these to these other kids.
That's
the kids that we're working with. But
Exactly. And like
It
we
all
said,
comes down to funding at the
and
end of
like
the
we
day.
said, it keeps kids on the right path.
Yep.
Like as for me, I honed into my sport and stuff. Like
Yep.
Not so much in a Badak scene, but for these kids to get them here and to have these programs running, it can keep kids on a whole different journey to what could possibly happen for them. And
Yep.
that's what our aim is, to keep kids out of that justice system and
Yep.
give the kids these opportunities to be able to grow and have an amazing life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. What are you most proud of? Like in everything you've done, like it doesn't have to be work, it doesn't have to be sport, it can be whatever. I know you've just gotten into your art
Yeah, yep.
stuff, like some of the artwork you've created on the iPads and
Yeah.
like the leaf stuff that you do with the Lovelies program is really cool.
Yeah. I don't think I've got one thing, just one thing that I'm proud of. I think I'm, proud of everything that we do here and, we've been nominated for awards at, the youth awards for Ballarat.
Nikki won an award last year.
I wasn't going to mention that.
I was.
But, Barlagen was up there and I think, we can keep improving that and getting our name out there. But, I'm proud Arnie. Got two deadly little nephew and a niece that keep us all entertained.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, I'm super proud that I've got such a great relationship with them, and and all my cousins' kids. I'm very close with all of them, and feel like that auntie to all of them. So I'm very proud auntie, and proud of all the kids that we get to work with and what they're doing. Like I think Amaya is just doing the artwork now for Nellie Duran and the Bulldogs program. So I think that's so cool, and Evie's just Evie, and she's gonna rule the world. I think one day.
One day.
One day.
You never know with that kid.
Yeah, that's it. But, Ash is so confident in her who she is herself, and same with Kai. Like I think their confidence within themselves is
I think particularly with
amazing.
Ash and Kai, like they've really come out of their shells the last probably 12 to 18 months.
100%. Yeah. And I think too with Kai, like she's not just doing what everybody else is doing. Like she started rowing, and she's the only one of the girls that's rowing, and she loves it. Like, and I think that's so cool for her to be proud enough to not be like, oh no, no one else does that. Yeah. Like she's doing that for herself and what she likes. So like, and Morgs with her art. Like,
oh my God,
she's insane. Like, I just want her to keep honing into that and keep that going and and keep being herself. She doesn't need to change for everyone. So I'm proud of all the kids that we work with. But definitely those girls, in the Little Lovelies group that I've got quite a good relationship with them because I've known them all since they were grade 5 and well Morgs I've known since she was a baby. But very proud of all that we do and bringing those connections together.
Yeah, and so you should be, Nikki. Like I said before, you've done some amazing things. I'm pretty proud of you. As your team leader. Yeah, I'm extremely proud to work alongside you and see the things that you've done, and with Lovelies and the relationships that you've built with the youth in our programs. But obviously, for winning the award last year, I think what was it, Adult Influencer Award or something like that. I think you gave yourself no chance to win that award, but
not at all.
I think for us it was a shoe-in. So as your team leader and as a friend and as your cousin, I'm extremely proud of you and what you do. So I think I said it to everyone, like, don't change, mate. Like, just keep doing you. And our kids are pretty lucky to have a role model like you. Standing alongside them. So it's exciting to do all this sort of stuff with you.
It is, and I think we bounce off each other so well within what we do, and I'll have some random thought, let's do this, and you're like, all right.
We'll try and make it work.
We're working late on a Friday night, but we've got such a good team within our youth sector, and the things that we pull together to give these kids some some fun.
Some of the events that we do is just
Yeah,
nuts, like Christmas
that's it.
tree,
Right.
NAIDOC week,
That's it.
surf
All
carnival.
the surf, all the camps that we get to do.
Camps.
And,
Next big one for us though coming up is the Art Expo.
everyone.
Monday 3rd of June, which is actually Marbo Day. So we're hosting that at Peridac Arts, which is Main Street. Sorry.
Yep.
Don't know the exact number.
4:30 to 8, I think it is. Yeah.
So a couple of years ago, obviously, like I mentioned before, we're an unfunded program, so we rely on doing some fundraising, and we did an art exhibition for kids in our program who donated or created a lot of artwork. We had some adults who donated art to that exhibition, and we sold a lot of the pieces that night. I think we raised about $4.5 to $5,000 that night.
Yeah, which has helped us.
Which just goes straight back into the program, so we can keep buying stuff for these kids, keep taking them on excursions, or keep buying cultural equipment that we do need, and
keep that learning happening, and the connections, strong.
So we've got the next one coming up Monday 3rd of June this year at Peridac Arts. We've got a few art pieces. I know Nikki's working on a couple. I know I've chucked in a couple. I'll do a couple more as well. All kids out there, you got time.
That's it. All parents, if you want to chuck something in, we're always happy.
Yep, give us some artwork, donate some art. It doesn't matter how detailed or undetailed it is. It could be anything. It could be, I think we've got some stuff that are on leaves.
Yep.
I did a piece on a bit of bark.
Yeah, I've done purses. There'll be purses. There'll be bags.
Purses. There'll be shirts. There'll be coffee mugs. There'll be emu eggs. There'll be mongrel balls. There'll be possum skins. There'll be canvases. So
we're gonna have it all.
And then all of the money raised that night will go straight into the youth program, so that we can continue to do the work that we do, and hopefully make this youth program even bigger and better than what it is now.
That's right. Yeah, for sure.
Sweet as. But for Nikki Bell, I know we've got a lot planned this year. Yeah. But other than that, what's next for you?
Yeah, I don't know. I've always got little things that pop into my head that I'd love to do.
I know.
But I think for about 2 or so years I've really wanted to do like a fashion show sort of thing.
Let's just do it.
Yeah, that's it. And I think I've always wanted to, work on, for girls and boys, but that self-image and how we look at each other, and don't be ashamed on how our bodies are. We're all different, and not to judge from what somebody else looks like. And yeah, so that's something that I would love to do, and I know I've reached out to Gander, and they were keen to get involved.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So I'd love to do, something big like that down the beach. Have a walkway down the beach. I think it'd be pretty deadly, and work with the Geelong mob too, and bring our, because I know our kids have got connections with them from doing camps and stuff. So keeping those relationships going with other communities and stuff, I think it's really important, and kids are catching up with family in that way, definitely, Haywood and Portland way. We've got lots of family, and, get to catch up. I think, just, things like that, definitely with that body confidence, and, making sure our kids are proud of who they are, and, definitely where they come from, but I think within themselves who they are, and, what they look like and things like that. Because, I struggled with it as a kid. I was, different body shape to my friends, and struggled with that, and had a big brother that didn't help that sometimes. But as we do,
thanks, Grant.
as a little sister, you get that. But I think making sure that we've got those kids, going in the right track, and keeping up these different programs, and discos and haunted houses and all that we do here. But
it is work, people.
It
is work.
That's it. We bring the kids. We don't just do it for ourselves. But we got paddleboarding as well.
Yeah,
a couple of weeks left of paddleboarding with the Surf and Vic guys. So lots going on always. Keep us busy. But I think a big thing that I'd love to get done is like a big fashion show, catwalk. So get some big wigs down there, and get these kids some modelling.
Yeah, might have some connections. Like we might be able to. I know, like Michaela, who we had in before. I know she's done a little bit of modelling before. And then we got like the Sammy and Toby Morris.
Yep.
You grew up here and went to Loretto.
Yeah, exactly.
They're now doing like fashion shows and stuff down in Melbourne. Another girl that I work with at AIM mentoring.
And that's all about
Holly Johnson. She does some stuff like that. So
I just want them to have those connections to a possible future in that sort of thing, or just open them up to photography, to setting up and that sort of thing. Like get photographers from a TAFE or something involved, and just get those connections with like Fed Uni or Gordon TAFE, and get them involved, and makeup artists, and just
that'd be cool. I reckon we can make it work, Nikki.
100%. Opening up their minds to all the possibilities, because it's pretty cool. We'll just do it. Yeah. Sorry, Greenie, we're doing it.
Yep. Very Greenie. Karen.
Yeah, that's it.
A couple more, Nikki, and then we'll finish up, hey? But how, when the dust is settled, mate, how do you want to be remembered?
Yeah, I think, just my friendly self that's welcoming and, here for anyone if they need. Always, here for a chat for kids and anyone really. But, I just want the kids to know that, even if when I'm getting older, I'm always here, and can always just come in and have a chat if you're struggling with things, and help support in that way. But just fun and loving, and
there you go, no issues enjoyable. There. No issues there. You're like the cool auntie, cool cousin, sort of like Peter Shane.
That's it.
People are just drawn to Peter Shane, and and you're the same. People are just drawn to you, mate. You're very easy to talk to. You're very easy to get along with. You're supportive no matter what. Even though when you've got shit going on yourself, you're the type of person that just puts your stuff aside to be able to help someone out, and and then you've got a good network of people to be able to help you out with your stuff as well. So,
100%,
mate, keep doing you, and I can't wait to see what we do next.
I know, it's exciting, eh?
Cool, but superpower.
Superpower.
I think you mentioned it before, the PSR, but what was it again?
Well, I think I'm a bit greedy, and I think there's so many that I'd love to have. But I would love to be able to, just be able to live underwater and be a mermaid. But I'd also, love to be able to shrink down a little and be able to listen into people's conversations. I think that's where greediness get into. I think it would be really cool, but hear what they say. Even though I'm a sensitive soul, so I'd struggle. I'd be crying in the corner later on, but either one of those two, I think. Cool.
Awesome, Nikki. Thanks heaps, mate.
Thank you.
Like I said, I love working alongside you, mate. Some of the ideas that you've got, some of them are a little bit crazy, but we just make it work. We
get it going.
Which is good. And the only ones that benefit from it are the kids.
That's it,
they're happy, they're safe, they're culturally strong at the end of the day. And that's
it.
All that matters to
right.
me. So
awesome. Thanks for
bring it on, dude.
I'm excited.
See you later.
All right, bye.